This is the story of Luke Ruehlman. A boy named Luke Ruehlman lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is in the USA. When Luke was young, he kept saying Pam over and over again. He named multiple things Pam, but his parents didn't know anyone with that name. In addition, Luke said that when he was a girl, he had black hair, and he told his mother that he had similar earrings when he was a girl. One day, Erika, Luke's mother, said, "Who is Pam?" Luke responded, "I was." Erika asked, "What do you mean you were?" Then Luke said that he experienced the life of a woman named Pam, but then Pam died and God made Pam reincarnate into Luke. Erika contacted her mother, Lisa Trump, and she told her mother that something weird was going on with Luke. Lisa remembered a book that she read called 20 Cases Suggestive of Reincarnation. The author of the book was the late Dr. Ian Stevenson, a Canadian-born American psychiatrist. Dr. Stevenson spent decades studying children who remembered their past lives. Erika asked Luke, "Do you remember how you died?" Luke responded, "Yeah, it was a fire," and he made a hand emoji that indicated that he jumped out of a building. Luke also told his mother that he lived in a hotel in Chicago, and when his mother asked him whether he was certain that he lived in Chicago, he responded, "Yeah, I remember it was Chicago." Erika went on her computer and she googled hotel fires in Chicago. Surprisingly, she learned that a hotel in Chicago was consumed by a fire in 1993. The hotel was called the Paxton Hotel, and 19 people died from the hotel fire. One of these people was an African-American woman named Pam Robinson. She jumped out of the hotel window while the hotel was on fire, but she didn't survive the fall. Erika asked Luke, "What was Pam's skin color?" Luke responded, "Duh, black." A documentary show called Ghost Inside My Child learned about Luke's story and they wanted to film Luke for a period. However, neither Luke nor his parents got paid for being on the show. Erika obtained a photo of Pam Robinson and she decided to test Luke by showing him an image of Pam Robinson, but it was placed next to images of several other women. Then Erika asked Luke to pick Pam from the images. Luke took a moment to look at the images and then he said, "I remember when this one was taken," and he pointed to the image of Pam Robinson. Because Luke knew who Pam was, Luke's family believed that Luke was the reincarnation of Pam Robinson. Interestingly, Pam was a huge fan of the musician Stevie Wonder. Likewise, Luke liked Stevie Wonder and other musicians of that time period. Also, Pam played the keyboard. Similarly, Luke's favorite toy as a baby was a small keyboard.
The building. It's really tall. We just opened the window and jumped out.
But the family continues to share their journey with anyone who will listen, not seeking fame or fortune.
We didn't receive any money for the show.
They tell Luke's story because they say it's a message that needs to be told.
It's a positive one. It is one of unification. It is one of love.
I think it tells us that we shouldn't define the soul by race or gender out of the mouth of babes.
If you like spirituality, science, art, or animals, then be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Hey guys, what do you think about Luke's story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And last but not least, have an amazing, wonderful day.